Hey, I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for February 14th, 2026. Dude, you guys. What's going on right now is it's like a soap opera. It's like telenovela. What's going on all around? It's so crazy. It's like a shit show. What's going on around here? You know what I mean? Man, it's like, what's next? Things are just coming out of the woodwork. I mean, those vats of that acid, probably burning off. Oh my gosh. It's so terrible, and you know what? These people who are speaking out about all this stuff, these ladies, they're the survivors. They're the ones who live through how many other people, right? Men and women, or boys and girls, right? Because they're not adults. How many boys and girls have been thrown there? And then he has a hole that leads to the ocean. Oh my goodness, you guys. And that stuff, that acid, it's used over and over again. You don't need to use it once and throw. No, you can keep doing that. This is the way. There was a murderer in the past that did something like this. I don't remember his name. But even he didn't have as much as that guy. Maybe I can find it online. I don't know, but there was someone, and then there's a lady about eating flesh, and they're eating flesh and eating baby, whatever, eating. You know what? In the 70s, I don't know if you guys remember this, but in the 70s, there were claims made that Jack in the Box used baby meat or what flesh for their food. They say it's like an old wives' tale or an urban legend, but now that stuff's kind of coming out, that's kind of weird. And then the jerky. Have you guys heard about the jerky? Human jerky? Why do they don't say human, but so much, conspiracy whatever. A lot of conspiracy theories were coming out about stuff, and then it was coming true about stuff. I don't want to bring up specific things, but you guys know, some people out there know. That's why it's like, ooh, what's happening next? Things always come to the surface, though. They always do. You can't hide corruption, lies, or hurting others. Like, things always, and it sucks at the sacrifice of others, but sometimes, you gotta make that sacrifice if you want justice, if you want people to be safe, Anyways, crazy, right? Yeah. I just finished a reading right now. It's about to rain or sprinkle or something. The dogs don't want to be out there. They want to be inside here. So, for right now, I don't know if we're going to be able to do a midday walk, but we'll see. They need a little rain right here anyways. So, not that it does anything for the people in town, because the water that they get from this town is horrible. They're sick from it. And they're being exposed to arsenic. Like, arsenic kills people. I don't get why these people don't stand up for themselves. Maybe they have, and they just were pushed right back down, because that's kind of how I feel like they're doing with me right here. The law enforcement or the legal system here, they're just trying to push me back down. But you know what? I have these channels. Even if it doesn't go through, I'm still going to talk shit about all these people, so everybody can know their names, everybody out there. And I'm gonna make a video, a visitor's guide video for this town, and warn people not to come here, because even the restaurants here, all the restaurants here, they use this town's water, and this water is so toxic, And if you're like out of town and you're just passing through and you're just like, oh, let's go here and have it. No, your food has arsenic. Your food has anything that's prepared or packaged in food right here. If it doesn't come from like one of those major corporations like Pepsi or, you know, something that's like that and it's closed and has a safety seal like that on it, you can get that from here. That's okay. You know, bottled water, bottled soda, chip bags that haven't been opened. But anything food prepared, no. You're eating and drinking freaking arsenic. And it's so high. The levels are so high. I have the paper. I hired somebody to come and check my water. It's terrible. And, you know, the people here, they're like, well, it doesn't affect me. Blah, blah, blah. You're used to that stuff. But anybody new who comes here, you guys will get real sick. Let these people get sick. But nobody out there needs to come here and get sick. Especially you got kids. Oh, my goodness. No prepared foods here. Yeah, don't do. You know, and you know what? They may not like me and they may think I'm a bitch. But I'm trying to warn people for their health and safety. That's what I'm doing. These people, they don't care. They don't care about their own citizens. They don't care that the people are getting sick and that the water is bad, that they're feeding them arsenic food, you know. They don't care. Anything with liquid, coffee, washing the dishes with the arsenic water, all the equipment they use the arsenic water to clean those. That stuff sticks on everything. Soda fountain drinks, coffee, you know, anything that comes from the tap. Not only that, like out on the road out there on the 77, and I hate to say it, but that out there, they use a tap from the town too. Like the Dairy Queen or whatever's out there. Or is it Dairy Queen? DQ, yeah, Dairy Queen. Any place that serves food, they're using the tap, and that tap has high levels of arsenic. Unless they have a full building water, clean water system. And the only way you can find out is if you ask them. And if you ask them, they're going to give you attitude. They're going to give you some kind of attitude. So, someone's got to warn somebody, you know? You know, fuck them. Fuck these people. You want to live in that fucking filth? Then you can. But people need to be warned. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Anyways, it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I was never really a Valentine's Day person. Maybe because I never really got Valentine's. I never really, you know. But I'm not really a holiday person either. So, but if you are, do something nice for the person who loves you. Don't do anything nice for the person that is mean to you, or who orders you around, or who doesn't let you grow, because that person is trying to control you, you know. Male or female, doesn't matter. You could have a woman being like that to a man doing that to a woman. You know, this is the day I think too a lot of people break up, right? Because they realize their self-worth, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's all I have for you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. This is February 14th, 2026. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.